Man, let's go, Americans. Let's go, real soldiers. This is what I'm talking about, baby. Good evening, everybody, or good day. I am Ty Smith. You are watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to view my content. Make sure that if you do want my content to consistently be recommended to you, that you click this thumbs up button. Please, please, please click that thumbs up button, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, follow me on the channels you see above and below, okay? If you want me to see a clip like this, like one of the veterans, Mr. Thomas, Veteran Thomas, sent me this video through Patreon, okay? Go to patreon.com/Modern Renaissance Man. Pay attention to the tiers that you may pledge to. I'm telling you, folks, I get so much stuff that comes in that I have to do it this way, unfortunately. I do. I just can't. There's so much stuff, folks. But going to patreon.com/Modern Renaissance Man, find out how to do it there again. Mr. Thomas, man, I thank you for this. Folks, oh, I'm sorry. Double check to make sure that you still are subscribed to the channel, because trust me when I tell you, you are going to be mysteriously unsubscribed to the channel. You most likely are not getting notifications, all them things like that, and YouTube knows why. They blame it on you. You're the reason why you're not getting notifications, because you don't have your notifications turned on, even though you guys have shown me proof through emails that you do have everything turned on that you're supposed to. But this just shows you the machine that we're going up against. That's why it's imperative that you guys like these videos people like me put out. That's why it's imperative that you guys share the videos. That's why I keep on pushing. Get into your cell phones, folks. If there's somebody in your contact list, have them subscribe to the channel, folks. We have to do this, folks. We got a very, very important time of our life that's coming up, so we have to get this out there, okay? Appreciate you all. Okay. Mr. Vet Thomas put me up on this story right here, and I don't know why and how this is slipping through the cracks on anything, ladies and gentlemen. You see how pumped up I was in the beginning of this video? It's the reason why. It's because of this. I don't even need to read no more. Special Ops vets form Redneck Air Force to ferry aid to North Carolina mountains after feds come up short. Look what it says. Who's FEMA? Woo! I love it. Burn a hole in these incompetent folks. What that says, Swannanoa, North Carolina, hundreds of special operations personnel in North Carolina have formed their own homegrown rescue and supply operation in the aftermath of Hurricane Helene after they grew tired of waiting for the federal government to get its act together, which is what all Americans should be doing. The Post found an all-volunteer operation being run out of the Harley-Davidson dealership with ruthless efficiency and military precision. Who's FEMA? Ex-Green Beret Adam Smith diversely responded when asked about the agency's presence on the ground since the deadly storm ravaged the rural western part of the state. I love this. This disaster has definitely proven without a shadow of a doubt FEMA's incompetence and incapability, he said. Nothing that the agency didn't even show up until Thursday. He said, noting that they didn't show up until Thursday. Almost a week after the storm that has killed at least 232 people, nearly half of them in the mountainous west of the Tar Heel state. Unwilling to stand idly by after feeling his community was languishing and inadequate support from the government, Smith enlisted the help of a few good men and women to take matters into their own hands. I'm telling y'all right now, this needs to already be in the production hands of some person. We know it's not going to be Hollywood, but it's going to whoever did these movies that Hollywood was trying to keep out. Movies like Nefarious, The Sound of Freedom, those people like that. Get this into their hands. This can be a movie right here. The Harley-Davidson dealership has become a forwarding operation base, complete with a fleet of 35 helicopters, and have flown hundreds of rescue reconnaissance and resupply sorties. Organizers are calling the effort the Savage Freedoms Relief Operation. But Smith says they've proudly adopted the alternate moniker, the Redneck Air Force. The dealership teams with current and former soldiers decked out in camo pants and army boots with handguns strapped to their chests and hips, crop duster pilots, helicopter tour guides, and special operations pilots, most of them off-duty or retired military, have answered a call from Smith and others in North Carolina extensive military community. They're using their own aircraft to fly doctors, medicine, generators, fuel, and food to isolated residents cut off from the world by unprecedented floods and washed out mountain roads and wiped entire towns off the map. This is what I'm talking about. The freaking heroes, baby. This is what I'm talking about. God dang on FEMA. This is us right here, ladies, and this right here is us. This is how we're supposed to be. Even though this is military retired vets, first and foremost, before they are soldiers, before they are vets, before they are Green Beret, what these people are freaking patriotic Americans. Man, I love this. Supplies and fuel on the operation of this magnitude don't come cheap, but the group has relied entirely on donations, including $190,000 raised through a GoFundMe page, Smith said. Y'all, I hope y'all go to this thing. Said the rear helicopter blades provide a continuous soundtrack to the action on the ground as private aircraft touch down, take flight on large lawn beside the dealership. Inside the garage, under a window covered in the topographic map of a western North Carolina, is the nerve center of the entire operation, where former U.S. Air Force combat controller and local firefighter direct relief flights based on intelligence collated at the adjacent table by a team of men and women who are scraping social media and manning a tip line. 2 military trucks are parked outside the garage loaded with reservists from North Carolina National Guard awaiting directions from the volunteers. The well-oiled machine began when Smith, 41, this dude, he a year under me. It began when he was unable to reach his daughter or her mother in hurricane-hit Broad River, located between the devastated communities of Black Mountain and Bat Caves. Smith, who was in Austin at the time, drove 18 hours through the night to get back to his I love this. This is what I'm talking about. That's what men do. This is what men do, folks. Before he was a soldier, before he was this awesome person that he is, told y'all, American patriot. He was a father. That's what he was. I don't know. This didn't say that was his wife, but he was a father. This is what I'm talking about. Man, man, y'all have no idea how much this story just encourages me right here. Said he drove 18 hours to get back to his family, only to find there was no road access to his home or theirs. So he did what any concerned father would do, who also happens to know a lot about people. He knows a lot of people with helicopters. Arranged his family to be airlifted out by a private pilot. Since then, the flights have been nearly constant during daylight hours. Now that the effort has taken on a life of its own, Smith and others leading the operation have gone from cursing FEMA for its absence to hoping they never come back. Smith said he fears their carefully calibrated rescue mission will be bogged down with governmental red tape if the feds show up. Nobody out here wants the federal agencies to come in. FEMA has walked into operation centers like this and has attempted to just take over and tell them what they're doing is illegal and they're not allowed to keep going. I've seen it firsthand in this area, Smith told the Post. My biggest fear is they'll move into the area and in the process, they'll reinvent the wheel and rebuild the entire process. Smith said he's even directly told agencies to stay away. I've respectfully told FEMA individuals on a couple of different occasions, don't come to our location. We don't want your help. Arrest them. Oh my God, man. Arrest them and put them in handcuffs and just sit down and arrest them. I'm sorry. They putting other people's lives in danger. Ty, you don't know what you're talking about. These dudes got this stuff under control. Screw what you're talking about right now. They got these people under control. They're doing their operation. They're doing what they're supposed to do. They're doing what any person who has any humanity in their heart would be doing. They're utilizing their skills. They are retired vets who have skills. They have assets. They have resources that they're still able to carry out after retirement. They didn't just go and protect our country from foreign. They need to be protecting us from domestic as well. FEMA. Man, y'all just don't know how this stuff just makes my blood boil. With the group's rescue operations now complete, they turned their attention to flying supplies to communities cut off from communication and electricity. They've amassed around 100 brand new Generac GP200i portable inverter generators, all nearly lined up and ready to deploy, each with its own full 5-gallon of gas can. Y'all, this story is so uplifting. With temperatures set to drop into the low 40s in the coming days, Harley choppers, the two-wheel kind, have been buried under piles of warm jackets set to be distributed. Give me a second. Yeah, hiccups. To assist with the sick and injured, they have a nurse on hand who measures and dispenses medication, with 3 paramedics, 2 nurse practitioners, and even a licensed physician rounding out their medical team. How in the world is this not on mainstream? How? How is this not on mainstream media? Oh, we know how. They're making this freaking stupid, inadequate government look bad, as well as they should. Man, this is what I'm talking about. They've also partnered with local pharmacy, which has been filling prescriptions for those still isolated in more remote areas, which volunteers then fly out to the intended recipients. Kevin Hill, 42, from Moore County, just north of Fort Liberty, formerly Fort Bragg, is a former Air Force combat controller who retired a little over a year ago. He decided to throw his lot in with the group when he heard about the operation from some of the ex-military buddies. Asked what he did in the military, he said, This is my comfort zone. He said of the effort, this is the hub, the brain, where we try to make sense of the chaos. Hill then detailed the Disney complex intelligence operation, which, much like the airborne operators, run like Swiss movement. We got a group over here in cyber, scrapping anything they get from social media. Oh my God. This has to be a freaking movie. Scouring for information, they put the intel into shared document we have access to, updating the priorities for air and group ops, matching with the asset, supplies, and personnel he shared. This guy, he said, pointing to a plaincloth firefighter, also vets the information we get because he's a local fire department guy. He's been indispensable in making sure we are doing the right stuff at the right time. Y'all, man, this is what I am freaking talking about. I cannot praise this story anymore, ladies and gentlemen. If this doesn't make you feel patriotic and fully American, I don't know what else does. Screw the freaking FEMA folks. We, the people, ladies and gentlemen, we, the people, regardless of this operation has nothing to do with Republicans or Democrats. It has nothing to do with who you're voting for. It has everything to do with the preservation of human lives. This is what it's about. After we save each other, get each other good and health-wise, now we can go back to our old ways of battling over who you like and who you don't like. But as of right now, your life and how your livelihood will be is important. And that's what should matter. No, well, let us get down there. Hold on, let us see. We're from FEMA, and we need to know. We want to know. First, what we're going to do, we're going to get into hotels, and we're going to rest, and we're going to sit there, and we're going to get together, and we're going to collab in which areas we want to go to first. We're going to go north or south or east or west, northeast. We're going to figure this out. Screw that. These dudes, like, we don't care. It doesn't matter which direction you go. There's devastation everywhere. Pick a direction and go. I love this, man. Oh, my God. As y'all can see, I absolutely love this. Please let me know what y'all thoughts are. Y'all have to share this video. Give this video a thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen. This is how this information get out there, because I'm telling you, I have not heard this story. It's a good chance that you have not heard this story, but it's up to you guys how all of us other Americans will be able to hear this story by you guys sharing this. You have to, folks. This is awesome. Let me know what y'all think by putting it in the comments below after this video. Don't forget, if you want to see the next video that I will be doing, most likely will be up here. Things that I do as a mix up on this channel will be down there. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.